Good morning. I didn't know one. How's everyone doing? There's quite a lot of people out in the road today. It was amazing how long the line was at the coffee shop. So, must be a bright and shiny day. Hope everyone's doing well. It's a day that makes you want to say thank you. So let's just say thank you once. Here we go. Thank you. If you're able to stand, please stand, and we're going to say it again. And we're going to say thank you in case you can't hear me. And then one more time, we're going to say thank you, and then we're going to get started. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
This beautiful, this beautiful,
This beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day.
This joyful,
This joyful, this joyful day. We say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We made it. Thank you. You may be seated. Yeah, here we are, starting our day with gratitude. Isn't that the way to start the day? To notice all of the blessings in your life and open your heart to them and just be in that presence of gratitude together. Really creates an energy.
And we're going to turn
I'm
you
not
on.
Turn me on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now, hello again. Welcome to Unity Center of Peace. I'm Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen, and to my left is the wonderful Chris Eagle. Yeah, the fabulous, multi-talented Chris Eagle, who will be anchoring us in prayer. And now we have lights, camera, action.
Houston, it's a go.
It's happening. All right, so let's take a nice deep breath together and bring ourselves into the present moment. And as Chris lights the divine light candle, I invite you to be with that presence, that element of fire, that sacred element. Let it remind us of that light within us. And taking a deep breath from this place, I invite you to say our opening invocation together that's on the screen. Together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Feel the energy of that, the truth of that, just reverberating in your cells. That possibility of omnipresent good that is waiting for us to just step in it. And we say, thank you, Spirit, for this. And so it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender.
Feeling that presence, feeling that love, feeling your breath, feeling your heartbeat, feeling it all. So I invite you, if you have anything on your lap that you don't need, you can put it aside and just be present. Be present with yourself. And if it's comfortable, you can close your eyes or gaze softly down and just allow my words to guide you into you. Feel how that breath, your breath, that moves every moment of every day in your body automatically, how it moves through you, how it is connected not only to everything inside your body, but everything outside of your body. There is this dynamic exchange. Yes, there is the physical, but there's also an emotional and spiritual component as well. Just be aware of that. And as you breathe, feel those connections. Perhaps it feels a little bit like seaweed flowing in an estuary where it sort of waves through. Maybe it's a little more still, like reeds in a pond. But there is this little ebb and flow movement that wants to happen, that needs to happen, because it's part of life. Feel that. I want you to feel that inside you as well as outside of you. Perhaps it's the sound of my voice. Perhaps it's feeling air moving on your skin, the support of what you're sitting on, all of these things. I want you to be aware of them. And if there are any thoughts that are floating through there, instead of diving into the thoughts, be aware of them like eddies in a current. And I want you to feel the space in between the sensation and you. That really there is this continuity, this essence that comprises all that you're experiencing, yet holds it all together. Let's just swim and soak that in the silence. Continue to feel this essence and feel the expanse of it. Feel it emanating through you out to the entire planet. Through these walls, through this country, through the rivers, forests, plains, oceans, through the core of the earth, all of it. Feel the expanse of this. In this expanse, there may be spots, bright spots or dark spots, that want your attention, that want prayer, that want to become aware again of this wholeness, this essence, this interconnectation. So please call names softly aloud that point to these, reawakening, reviving those connections. All of these, and the ones that are in this prayer box as well, are being held not only by us, but by all of consciousness. And in all of this, it is easier for them to come back into this wholeness, into this balance. We release our attachment to the outcomes, letting them find their way back to this wholeness, knowing that we have done our part to bring them more back into wholeness. Allowing this expansiveness to fully encapsulate your body. When you're ready, you can bring your awareness into your fingers and toes, into your neck, into your torso, opening your eyes when you want to. If you feel like stretching, by all means. Just be aware that you might have some neighbors that are also stretching, so any contact is a loving contact. And if you would, find at least 2 other divine beings to share eye contact with. And you have many, many, many options in this room. And those of you streaming, thank you for streaming. All right. So now that we're ready, shall we enliven our vision and mission? Let's do it. I get one, let's do it. Anybody else want to? Can I get another? All right, so let's do this together. Our vision, we envision the divine light awakening in all. Our mission, we center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness. And we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And so it is. Take it away.
Thank you. And all you see is darkness, be the light. And if you're stuck in struggle, find some peace. When life brings you worry, search for hope. Be the seeds of change and watch love grow. Be the seeds of change and watch love grow. Kindness is a virtue, so they say. But sometimes life gets in the way. You never know the difference you might bring. A glance, a moment could change everything. So when all you see is darkness, be that light. And if you're stuck in struggle, find some peace. When life brings you worry, search for hope. Be the seeds of change and watch love grow. Be the seeds of change and watch love grow. Patience is a virtue. Take a breath. Feel your heart expand and decompress. The words you choose to use can break a heart or open up a door to a brand new start. Our time here on this planet's like a shooting star. The legacy we leave is bigger than we are. So when all you see is darkness, be that light. And if you're stuck in struggle, find some peace. When life brings you worry, search for hope. Be the seeds of change and watch love grow. Be the seeds of change and watch love grow. When all you see is darkness, be that light. And if you're stuck in struggle, find peace. When life brings you worry, search for hope. Be the seeds of change and watch love grow. Be the seeds of change and watch love grow. Be the seeds of change and watch love grow.
Karen, I couldn't think of a more perfect song to start today than that. Thank you. Is that original? Is that yours? Let's give her some more love. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay. Oh, good morning. So last week I shared with you an insight that I had at the retreat a few weeks ago that was this heavenly vision. I mean, almost literally outside of my window, this lit cross on a hill that was shining light into the darkness and the density of the fog that was there, which represented to me that divine consciousness is so bright that it can cut through the collective experience and reveal the light, right? And we talked about how we are expressions of the light. We talked about how, and I had the board here with the whole board was the infinite universe, and we are a point at which the universal divine comes into unique expression as each one of us. So we are that love. We are that. All of it is all around us and within us. All those divine qualities, love and peace and joy and wisdom and harmony. We can also think about it in terms of growing to contain more of the divine light. So we talked about this yesterday in our affirmative prayer workshop, and we talked about how, this is where we begin with affirmative prayer, with opening to the consciousness of who we truly are, and having and bringing ourselves into alignment with that spiritual truth that we are. That's where we begin, and then from that place, we do the affirmation. We affirm our good. So we're going to also meet this afternoon, do a little practice session, those of you who are there. And of course, the master teacher, Jesus, told us that you are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You didn't say, well, there's this little spark within you that if you fan it, maybe someday, if you work real hard at it, you'll never get as bright as me, but maybe you'll be bright. No, you are the light of the world. Go shine. Shine it. And boy, I can't think of a better time than now in engaging and shining our light, right? Because there does seem to be darkness in the world right now. Wars, famine, horrible famine, division, so many lies all over that we're all having a tough time deciphering what's up and what's down. And it causes anxiety and fear and anger. But one thing I know is that here in unity, the eternal truth is that darkness in and of itself is not a power. It's not a power. There's not a presence of darkness. It's just the absence of light, right? So you think about walking into a room, a dark room, what's the first thing you do? You want to go turn the light on, and you flip the switch. And the darkness doesn't say, well, I don't feel like leaving today. I'm just going to stick around. No, it doesn't fight, right? It just vanishes. It just vanishes. So that's the power that you and I have within us. In particular, when we bring our lights together, it's incredibly powerful. So that's what I want to talk about today, how to activate that light that we are, and in so doing, dispel some darkness. Ready to play with me in this? All right, let's have our first slide. Light activation key number 1. Remember who you are and who others are. So we begin here, always. The first way that we can activate our light is to remember that we are light, and that so is everyone else. And we are divinely human beings. Linda Martellowitz talks about this. We're 100% divine, 100% human. And, this divinely human being that we all are, we're all on a journey of awakening. We are all on a journey, even though most people don't realize it. They're on a journey of awakening. And sometimes that journey has twists and turns. Sometimes that journey is arduous. Sometimes it looks like that journey is taking us deeper into the darkness for a time. I don't know anyone who's had a journey that is straightforward and easy. That's just the way it is, right? We're on this journey, and on this journey, we all make mistakes. All of us, we all make mistakes. Hopefully we're learning from our mistakes, but we're all making mistakes. And this is where forgiveness plays a very important part in awakening to our true self and activating our light. Forgiveness of ourselves and of others. And, first and foremost, we are divine beings expressing. We are that one light and life and love of the universe. That's who we are. But we forget that. Even those of us who know better, we forget, right? We forget, and when we forget, it's easy to get pulled into the human dimension, the denseness of the human dimension, that fog. So that's where forgiveness comes in. That's where forgiveness becomes really healing. Because when we remember, oh, wait a second, who am I again? Now we're opening ourselves, we're opening our capacity to be that instrument for divine love and healing light. So forgiveness is that process that can help us remember and be that presence. And that's really important to remember now when it seems there's this tendency for people to sort of wrap themselves in their self-righteousness, demonize others, lash out in anger. It's important to remember that. So Father Richard Rohr talks about this. Do you know who Father Richard Rohr is? Yeah, it's this Franciscan priest, mystic. I'm sure he's a Christian mystic, written many, many books. He talks about this time and how deep down we know there's something more. Deep down we know we can do better. Deep down, we know at our core that we're all emanations of the same light. And he says, disappointment leads to transformation. It helps us recognize our false self is not real. And that leads to discovering our true self, our light. So we can think about this time as an inflection point that can give rise to transformation. This is the moment, an inflection point that can give rise to transformation. That's how we want to hold it. So the first step is to remember who you are and who others are. And we have an affirmation for this first step that we can say together. Let's say this together. I remember I am a radiant expression of divine light, and so is everyone else. All right. Activation number 1. Okay, our activation key number 2, the next slide, is choose love over fear. The Course in Miracles. How many familiar with the Course in Miracles? Many people, yeah. It says in there that everything is either an expression of love or a cry for love. Now, on the surface, that seems ridiculous. What? How can that be? But when we really look at it, we just talked about how at our core, we are this divine love. We are this divine light. But we forget. Right? And if someone identifies with only their human self, and maybe they've been trained all their life to look outside of themselves for their good, and to think of themselves as separate from source, separate from each other, separate from their good, and feels that they need to compete with others, and maybe this person has some subconscious patterns, some past trauma. Who doesn't? Then you can see how this person that the only thing that they know is to fight. But at our core, right? Remember, at our core, we know that we're divine light. And at our core, we are craving. See, when we forget who we are and we react in fear and we're living in fear, we still have this craving inside of us because it's like an emptiness, right? if we all are expressions of light and we're forgetting that, then there's this emptiness. So we're craving it. We're craving the experience of love, to know love, to express love, to be the light that we are. And so that person can just be expressing as a cry for love. So again, this is important to remember when we hear people speaking from a place of hate, or when we witness violence, which I really believe all violence comes from feelings of powerlessness. It's a cry for love. It's a cry for love. So every day we have two choices. We can either see the person as evil and respond with fear, react in fear, or we can see the love that they're sleeping. You know, that George Harrison song. You know, there's love there that's sleeping in everyone. So if we recognize that and we respond in love, that opens it up. Now we're in this healing energy, right? We're in that energy of healing, because fear just closes us off and we defend ourselves and we can, react out of there. But love creates this connection and creates compassion. Now, this doesn't mean that we ignore injustice or that we don't do anything about it. We refuse to do anything about it. On the contrary, we must. But we are refusing to fight darkness with darkness. Right? It's like that thing that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said so well, is that darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. He was pretty successful leading that movement, so I think he knows what he's talking about there. Also, a little kindness, as Karen was singing about, a little kindness and compassion can go a long way, I remember one day when I was at the airport, RDU, I was flying up to Ithaca to visit my brother-in-law after my sister had just passed. And the flight was delayed. What a surprise. What flight isn't delayed these days? People are going, when is the next one? And then it got delayed again. And everybody's going, I'm going to miss my connection. And, the heat is starting to rise and people are getting upset. And then finally, the flight was canceled altogether. How many times has this happened to you? It's happened to me twice. And of course, everybody is just so upset and they're rushing to the counter. This poor woman behind the counter is just receiving all of this anger and do something about this. And I don't know, they expect her to manifest a plane out of thin air or something. I think I was expecting that too. And, she was just flummoxed. She was just about to explode. And, as people are lining up to go get their flight, rebooked, I was kind of in the back. So I had time to do some deep breathing, some affirmative prayer work, right? Divine order, everything is in divine order today. Everything's harmony, calling forth harmony. So by the time I get to the counter, I somehow have the presence of mind to say, gee, this must be a really difficult day for you. It must be so hard. I see how hard you're working, and I really appreciate you. And her eyes filled with tears, and her whole body just relaxed. And, it kind of shifted the energy of the people around, right? They were like, okay. It sort of shifted everybody's energy. And then I got up there, she finally said, let's see how we can get you to Ithaca. And she did. I had to fly into Syracuse, but, it was not that far, so I got there. You just never know what a small act of love can ripple out in ways that, we just don't know. We just don't know. It ripples out. Every act of kindness we share, we add a little bit of light into the world. So let's say our affirmation for activation number 2, which is, I choose love over fear. Love and kindness are my guides. Good, good. Okay, now our light activation key number 3 is helping other possibilities emerge. So at this same retreat, I heard the word hope described as helping other possibilities emerge. Isn't that great? So it kind of takes the hope out of being passive, and hope can be active. We can be active hope. Isn't that fabulous? Yeah. And so the place we start with that, right, is that we, first of all, have to know other possibilities exist. There are other possibilities. There's more possibilities here. Let me envision. Let me use the power of my imagination to envision other possibilities. Can I envision a world where people cooperate, where there's kindness, where there's love? Let me envision that, which is what we do every year at World Day of Prayer. And this year was no exception. We did it again. Now, once a year, it doesn't cut it, right? We need to do it more than once a year. We need to do this on a regular basis. To hold in our minds and envision a peaceful, loving world. What does it look like? What are the ramifications of that, the rippling effect of that? What if there's more light in this world? What if people are kind and can talk to each other and there's cooperation? What would that be like? And then we help it emerge. We work towards it. We move forward in the direction of that possibility. We help it emerge, helping other possibilities emerge. And also we want to see the kindness and the acts of kindness and compassion that are already there, because there are a lot. And I got to shout out to Maria. And Maria and Carla actually are ones who always notice where the kindness and the generosity and the compassions are. They're always like sharing messages of, oh, look at this kind act of kindness. I think that's a really important thing to go, oh, it really is here, right? We just need to open it, and every time we pay attention to it and acknowledge it, that opens our minds for more possibilities of that. Also gives us good examples to use. So that's part of it too. All right, so let's affirm for our activation key number 3 is, as the presence of light, I help other possibilities emerge. All right, so this week I want you to think about how you help other possibilities emerge, how you are that hope in action, how you share your light. And next week, I'm going to invite you up right here to come and share it so that we can all, experience it, so that we can all share in that and work through some ideas, share some ideas about how you're doing that, either how you're doing that or how you're going to set your intention to do it. Right? And then we get it from each other, and then okay, I can do it that way. I can be that presence in that way. Okay? And so this week, think about how to say this in a concise way so that we can get everybody who wants to share up here sharing. and I know, every time I do this and I invite you up, there is so much wisdom in this room, and there are so many wonderful experiences that you share, and so many insights that you have, that when we share it together, it really brings up the whole thing. So I can't wait to have that experience. So this is what it means. Really, it's what it means to be the light. We are not ignoring the darkness, but we're declaring by our very presence that the light is stronger. That the light is stronger, right? The light is stronger. So let's look, the next slide has a summary of the keys that we are looking at. Remember who you are and who everyone else is. Offer forgiveness to yourself and others. Yeah, go ahead and take a picture of that. Yeah. So you can remember through the week. In every interaction, choose love over fear. That small acts of kindness make a big difference. And 3, help other possibilities emerge. Right? This is how we be that light on the hill. That radiant beam, and we add this together and it radiates out, and the darkness begins to fade away, and the fog begins to lift. All right? So we do that? All right, namaste.
So I didn't really want to work that hard this week, so I was driving around in the car trying to find a third song, and I said, I'll just listen to that one I played last week. So I said, play Shine. And next thing you know, there's a banjo on there, and the next thing you know, I'm listening to Dolly Parton, and I'm going, this isn't the song we did last week. And she's going singing this song, and I'm saying, I know this song. This isn't by Dolly Parton. And I'm listening to the words, and I'm going, this is classic Unity material. So, without further ado, I'm not going to be in Dolly Parton's voice today. But we're going to do a little song, and it's about shining, and it's about letting the light shine. And here we go. Love is in the water, love is in the air. Tell me where to look and tell me where love be there. Will love be there? Teach me how to speak, teach me how to share. Tell me where to go and tell me will love be there. Will love be there? Let your light shine down. Oh, heaven, let your light shine down. Oh, heaven, let your light shine down. Oh, heaven, let your light shine down. Give me a word, give me a sign. Tell me where to look and tell me what will I find. What will I find? Lay me on the ground, fly me in the sky. Show me where to look and tell me what will I find. What will I find? Sing along if you know it. Oh, love is in the air. Show me where to look, tell me where love be there. Love be there. Teach me how to speak, teach me how to share. Tell me where to go and tell me where love be there. Love be there.
Let your light shine down. Oh, heaven, let your light shine down. Oh, heaven, let your light shine down. Oh, heaven, let your light shine down.
We're gonna let it shine, gonna let it shine. We're gonna let it shine, gonna let it shine. Gonna let it shine, gonna let it shine. Gonna let it shine, gonna let it shine.
Roshana, Ariel, Chris Whitenack,
Excellent.
Andres, killing it.
Chris, Roshana, Karen, Andres. And that is how you transform bright matter into light. Thank you, Reverend Victoria. You have to go with this a little bit. I'm going to apologize now. But the light we're talking about is not the diet light, the LITE. Just in case you weren't following what has been transpiring since we started this thing. No, it's hefty. And some of this that we want to acknowledge is just acknowledging the light that is in our own community. So we're going to kick off this new thing of appreciating the volunteers right here under our noses. And so to kick that off, we had last week our volunteer appreciation, which we have many more bags because not all of you were here for our celebration. So if you were a volunteer in the past year, please come find your gift. These are personalized to you, and they are organized by first name alphabetically. So please connect with your bag. This does not mean you're a bag lady or a bag guy or whatever no, it's just your goodies. But we want to make a particular shout out for those that prepared and brought everything. There was a 21st century safari that Carla and Stephanie Pollard, Carla Glassen, to find the food that got here, and we had wonderful people bringing that all together. Teresa Arico, Wei Hao, Debbie Hall, Maria Kavanaugh, Mike Lidsky. There were a lot of other people in the periphery as well. And we also want to thank Tim Walker for making sure that we had parking last week as well. He was doing our parking lot, he was the parking lot angel, graciously getting hikers to park elsewhere so we could park here. So that's just, we're going to kick this off, we're going to continue it, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Also, this community is a love flow, so in our manner of doing this, there's an exchange that we do. And in that, we have all kinds of ways of giving back. And it's not so much the amount, but it is really totally how you're giving. And so when we get to that screen, many ways to give. The hows are up there on the screen in your seat backs. If you're giving digitally, there is a blue card, so you actually have a physical piece that you can contribute into the bowls. Also, those of you that are sustainers, there's a green card for that. But really, 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 this is this essence that's moving through this community that grows and flows out. So would you grab or hold on to whatever representation of what you're giving? And if you're here for the first time, just enjoy, soak it in. And just join me in our affirmation, which is up there. Together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am.
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
Would you bring your hands up and point them at these bowls, feeling your collective light that not only wants to go out and brighten the world, but is going out and brightening the world. This is our community, brightening the entire planet through this means and many others. But the key here is that we are giving this light, and this light is going out, collecting more, and bringing it back to the givers, so that it comes again and again in this wondrous flow that not only helps ourselves, but helps everyone else. And so it is. And I'm handing Mary the prayer request box, which will be out in the foyer. So if there's anything that you would like prayed over by our wonderful trained prayer partners, please avail yourself. There are little cards there. Put it on there. Put it in there. All right. So, if you're here for the first time, hopefully you got, I have a prop. Ha-ha. Hopefully you got one of these blue cards. If you'd fill it out both sides, return it to one of the greeters, myself, Reverend Victoria, that would be great. If you're here for the second or third time, we have a little gift for you. So anyone here for the second or third time, if you want to raise your hand. Okay, you're all old hands. That's great too. We love you. Thank you for being part of our community. All right. Also, we have flowers here. And I want to tell you a little bit about what's behind these flowers. These are coming from Maria Cavanaugh and Brad Goodwin today. And they are in honor of our very own Debbie Hall, who has been part of Unity Centerpiece community for over 20 years. And in her 7 years as administrative manager, she has supported Reverend Victoria, the board, our members, guests, and visitors with quiet strength, warmth, and remarkable efficiency. Sorry, I have my own story in here, and I'm trying to read the one that Maria put here, so trying to stick to the script here. She keeps our building running, our systems in order, our spirits lifted. Whether it's volunteering her time, which she does a lot of, and I can attest to that, answering a last-minute call or offering a kind word, Debbie is a steadfast presence. Even in times when life has called her away for periods, she has never stopped caring deeply about this community. She holds UCP close to her heart and always wants what's best for it. Though her work often happens behind the scenes, we want her to know how much she is truly seen and appreciated. We are endlessly grateful that you're part of our family. Debbie. So with that, I'm going to hand it back over to Bright Matter.
Okay, then. You know, when I heard the theme, this song popped into my head because right after college, I was in the musical Godspell, and I love this song so much, and I got so excited about it that Chris is kindly letting me do what I want to do with it. And that is this. There are bolded lines up here. If you've not heard the song, it's very easy to follow. We're all welcome to sing it, but I have inducted some volunteers into joining us. That's why I have this handy-dandy wireless mic, which I want to make sure is actually working. Check, 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 check. It's actually working. Okay, we might want to turn it up a little bit. There we go. All right, so the fellas are going to lead us in. And feel free to sing along. And I'm coming for my first volunteer. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world.
But if that light is under a bushel, it's lost in something kind of crucial.
Got to stay bright to be the light of the world. Woo! You are the salt of the earth. You are the salt of the earth.
But if that salt has lost its flavor, it ain't got much in its favor.
You can't have that fault and be the salt of the earth. So let your light so shine before men. Let your light so shine so that they might know some kindness again. We all need help to feel fine. You are the city of God. You are the city of God.
But if that city's on a hill, it's kind of hard to hide it well.
You got to stay pretty in the city of God. Light so shine before men. Let your light so shine so that they might know some kindness again. We all need help to feel fine. Woo! You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world.
But the colorless candlestick ain't much good without a wick.
You got to live right to be the light of the world. So let your light so shine before men. Let your light so shine so that they might know some kindness again. We all need help to feel fine. Let me hear you are the light of the world. Singing it out. You are the light of the world. You got to live right to be the light of the world. You are the light of the world. Staying on one. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. He just wants to keep going. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world.
You are the light
of the world. Thank you, everybody.
Got through that one.
Karen, Chris, and Andres. Woohoo! And everybody who participated in that.
Thank you, singers.
That was fun. All right. What Sunday is it in October today? Is it the first Sunday in October? What happens the first Sunday of October? How many people have a birthday in October? Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Tana, raise it high. Raise it high, woman.
Wait a second. Don't go away.
Oh, there he is.
We're celebrating you. All right, should we sing?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We're so glad you're alive. We're so glad you're alive. You're a gift from the earth. You're a gift from the earth. Bless the day of your birth. Bless the day of your birth. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We're so glad you're alive. We're so glad you're alive. You're a gift to the earth. You're a gift to the earth. Bless the day of your birth. Bless the day of your birth.
Woohoo! All right, please join us afterwards at the Sacred Cafe. There's probably some treats out there to celebrate your birthday. And yes, Gaines, come on up and tell us about some gourds.
I've been raising gourds all my life. It's my hobby now. And I've raised 10 different kinds of gourds this year in my garden. The young people are selling them for $5 each and painting them. They're on the yellow table right out here. So following the service, I'm going to give a brief demonstration about how to use gourds. And these are bamboo bongos that are also for sale, the benefit for the young youth program. Thank you. Right outside.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Gaines. Very generous. I appreciate that. Okay, and Maria, are you here to make an announcement about an upcoming restart?
So tomorrow afternoon, Mondays, our Joe Dispenza study group comes back into action after a break. The original group has been meeting for a year, but this starts always with a course we're going to watch together. And so we start tomorrow. It's about 4 to 5 weeks. We'll gather from 2 till 5. Usually we finish earlier than that. We watch some videos. We practice this unique form of meditation. It's all about the science of spirituality, which I personally find so inspiring and, meaningful in my life. So we're accepting and welcoming new joiners. If anyone would like to join us tomorrow, just show up, and it's for a love offering. We take a donation at the end of each session. Hope to see you. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Maria. Thanks for offering that. Truly a gift. Okay, so the theme for our annual picnic, our annual UCP picnic this year is when life gives you lemons, bring them to the picnic. That was Mel who gave us that. So yes, it's a little later this year, but hey, it will not be blazing hot this time, and we hope it doesn't rain, but it will be on October 11th, Jordan Lake, the place that we normally go to, the shelter that we normally go to. I'm sure there's an address here somewhere. Oh yes, Shelter 7. Vista Point Loop. Okay, so we're going to get together, bring a dish to share. We're going to also grill regular hamburgers, turkey hamburgers, veggie hamburgers, whatever, and have a variety of different things. So please bring something to share, and let's just relax and have fun. Okay? Okay, and on Saturday, October 12th, ALT is offering a hypnosis workshop. There he is. Oh, Sunday. Yes, Sunday, October 12th, right after the service from 1 to 3. And he's going to offer some pizza and a talk on hypnosis, an intro to hypnosis, how we can release some of those unconscious blocks, really get deep there. And this is an intro, Alt, is that right? And then it's an intro and it will be followed up by guided instruction.
What I'm going to do is 6 deep hypnotic trances
Okay.
after trying to persuade you that you already know how to manifest and you do it all the time.
Uh-huh.
And to remove blockages.
Yeah.
And the hypnotic theory is that each time you go into a trance, you go deeper and deeper and deeper.
Okay. Okay.
Free.
Free. Free. Wow.
Asking for a donation,
Okay.
I don't know about that.
We'll take a donation if people want to give. We would never refuse. Okay. Thank you, Alt. That's beautiful.
Cafe, I hope to have some pizza
Uh-huh.
for people so that they don't have to go any place for lunch.
Right. And so they're not dying of hunger while they're trying to be hypnotized. That's wonderful. What a beautiful gift. Thank you for sharing that. So the intro will be Sunday, October 12th, and then there's 6 successive sessions. Okay, and also on October 19th, it's a busy October, isn't it? October's always busy. We have a volunteer fair. So this is a place where you can find out about all of the sacred teams. A lot of people come and ask me, well, what is the social justice ministry? What is the greeter team? What is this thing? So there will be a representative from each team that will share about what that team is, how you can get involved, and there's a sign-up sheet. And we'll all be, if the weather is good, we'll all be out on the back deck and have some treats and find out about that. Okay, and Chris Whiteneck, you want to make an announcement?
I did. First of all, I'd like to thank Leela McCarran for keeping this going and getting the announcements into the website or on Facebook or whatever. And also to Mary Wiley for giving me the kick in the behind that said, do this. Okay, so we're going to do it.
There you go.
So next Sunday at 9:45, please show up, and we're going to do 3 songs. 2 of them are going to be Let It Be and Weave, okay? Very well-known songs. We need some singers. I don't care what age you are. I don't care what voice range you have. I don't care your experience. And if you can only speak, then you're going to sing, and that'll be fine. We need to get as many people as we can for that. At 9:45, I'll have lyric sheets, and we're going to go from there. If you can harmonize, you can, and if you can't, then you're going to sing melody. And if we have unison, that's what we get. But we're going to do this, okay?
All right.
So we're going to get an announcement out midweek, and I will see all people that want to do this next Sunday at 9:45.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for offering that. Let's get this going. Absolutely. And now it says here that Barnes is going to make an announcement, but I don't see Barnsley.
Yeah, I have to tell you, all 3 is my favorite 4-letter word. All right, y'all. So this right here, this is Sheriff H.P. Epsom. Yep, and he's here today. I'm his assistant. And he done wrote a song, and I'm going to render it for you. You ready? Y'all ready? Come on now. You
Not
ready?
sure. Okay.
I'm a cartridge, and I hate to be thrown out. After you use me, don't abuse me. Bring me to the church right now. Now everybody all together. I'm a cartridge, I'm a cartridge, and I hate to be thrown out. After you use me, don't abuse me. Bring me to the church right now. Thank y'all. Love you. Get to it.
Thank you. So if that didn't come clear to you, there is a recycling program with the cartridges. So your ink cartridge that you would normally throw out or maybe take to Staples to be recycled, bring it here because we've got this program going and it helps the earth and it helps us as well. And it helps you. So win, win, win all the way around. Thank you. Deeper dive discussion today is led by Carolyn Reed. Where's Carolyn? In the kitchen. And of course. And Barnsley Brown. And that will be in room 103, which is the last door on the right at 12:30 sharp. And you can bring a coffee and a snack in the room and have that. Sacred Cafe, we're out on the back deck with coffee, light snacks, and particularly those of you who are new now, we would like to, it's not on the back deck, it's inside? Where is it? It is back deck, okay. Okay, it's a good place to relax and have some fellowship. Okay, 3-minute miracle. Karen Rowe, raise your hand. She's our prayer partner today, and she will be in the back room on the left. So if you got anything going on, go see her, and she will help to see it rightly. Okay, I see some kids back there. Let's sing them in.
I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am.
Good afternoon, hello, hello, hello. Yeah, we had some powerful kids with us today. I can't even count that high. Anyway, a big thanks to Azadeh for volunteering last minute. Yay. Thank you. This month we started talking about the power of zeal and how to be excited to be with a friend, with community, with parents, with ourselves. And one of the things we talked about was whole body listening. Something we use in the schools sometimes. Like, how do you know when someone's excited to see you or really engaged with you, to be with you? And we had this list of eyes, ears, mouth, hands, feet, body, brain, and heart. We talked about what that looks like if someone's like, I'm really excited to see you. Well, what does that look like? Where does it feel? Where do you feel it? So hopefully we're getting that happening and noticing. We're going to continue talking about the power of zeal for the rest of October. We're excited that the kids are coming. Please bring more. Trunk or treat's coming up. Start thinking now. And that is it.
Shannon.
Oh, did you not? Okay, gourds are going to be out back. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so it helps the YFM fund things. Yeah. Thank you.
Let's bless these children, the children of the world, and children in ourselves. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are, and we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. So you find your places with your peeps. And if you would stand if you're able, and join us in our prayer of protection. All right. Okay. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Hi, it's Reverend Victoria here. I'm at Unity Center of Peace with our house band, Bright Matter.
Hello.
Yeah, and if this video has inspired you or empowered you or opened your heart, opened your consciousness, or even just given you hope, we ask that you support what we're doing here by making a donation today, going to unitychapelhill.org or clicking the link below, and we thank you.
Thank
you.